Towards the front, if you would like to sit towards the front. And everybody back in the back, let's get started. Hello, everybody. Everybody come on in. Shh. Okay, everybody, welcome today. Welcome to this beautiful new community center in the heart, in District 4, my district. It's too bad I got married back in August. I should have waited till this to have it here. This place is perfect for weddings, receptions, baby showers, and all kinds. And Fast Freddy's here for the hustle later on too. So anyway, my name is Brad Dick. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for the City of Detroit. Before that, I was the Director for General Services and Recreation and spent 17 happy years building parks and doing beautiful places like this. So this is my great love, and I'm so glad you're all here. I see lots of happy faces. Before we get started, there's some people before our speakers that we need to thank for all their hard work on this. First off is the design team led by Jeff Klein. Jeff, the tall guy back there. Jeff, raise your hand. Ariana Zanetti. Ariana's over here. Ariana, not as tall as Jeff, but wave. Shamri Witt. Shamri here. Okay, Shamri. Maria, hi. Maria Shamri. Maria Galarza. Hey, Maria. Juliana Fulton. No, Juliana not here today? Juliana's having twins fairly soon, so she may be sitting with her feet propped up right now. So also the construction team, Marie Hani Patty. Marie, I saw you here somewhere. Thank you, Marie. Ria Batista. Ria. Where's Ria? There she is. Yay, Ria. Okay. And also want to thank our construction companies, DeAngelis Diamond and Elliott Solutions, who did the solar work on here. Next is the recreation staff, who you'll be seeing here every day programming this beautiful facility and doing wonderful things. GSD Director, Crystal Perkins, I saw, there she is. Keith Flournoy, the Deputy Director of Recreation. I saw Keith, good morning, up. Operations Manager, Ricardo Marble. And Marissa Earl, who's the Center Supervisor. Where's Marissa? And if you're a staff member working in the building, raise your hand and wave. So thank you all for being here and get to know these folks, because they're going to be your people to take care of your fun here on the water. Next I'd like to introduce the man who I had to spend many hours with reviewing the designs and plans of this building, and him driving out here all the time and checking it out to see how it was going. So I'd like to introduce Mayor Duggan to the podium, please.
Well, is this a good day for Jefferson Chalmers? There are a lot of longtime families here who remember, but it was more than 10 years ago when the Lennox Center got shut down. And it wasn't just here. The city over the years shut down 20 recreation and community centers, took opportunities away from our children, away from our families. And when the city started to come back, I went to the companies and said, we need help in the neighborhoods. And 7 companies stepped up and said, I'll donate $5 million for a neighborhood and partner with the neighborhood and how it's designed. And when Roger Penske and Bud Denker drove through the beautiful Jefferson Chalmers neighborhood, they said, we want to partner with Jeff Chalmers. And so this started with Roger Penske saying, I'm going to make a $5 million commitment to this neighborhood. It was supported by City Council. You have Council President Mary Sheffield, Council Member Letitia Johnson here, who supported the supplement. But you know what happened. This came through neighborhood collaboration. I want to thank Frank Bach for all the meetings that he held. And Tammy Black, who's responsible for the fact that there are solar panels on the roof that are powering this building with renewable energy. This was the input of the community. 3 recreation rooms, a kitchen, a community meetings room. There will be activities here constantly for our seniors, for our children, for our families. And in the spring, now that the building's done, we're gonna go build out that park out in AB Ford along the water. and you're going to have the kind of recreation area Detroiters deserve. I'm really pleased to be here. I want to say thank you to everybody in the Parks Department, Brad Dick's team, everybody that made it possible. But it would have never moved off center if it hadn't been for Roger Penske. And he couldn't be here today, but his right hand, who has spent a lot of time in this neighborhood talking to many of you, please welcome Bud Denker.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and you know this would not be possible without his leadership and his vision for what we needed to do around the city for these neighborhoods, right? And when he called Roger and I, it took us about 5 seconds to say we're in. And then it was, what neighborhood? What neighborhood? So we went out and Roger and I drove the neighborhoods. You know Roger, he's a hands-on person. He's always in the weeds. He's always in the dirt, right? We drove around this area and we couldn't get over the canals and the beauty of this neighborhood. And then I said, we're going to come here because it's also very close to Belle Isle, a place that's close to my heart as well. With that connectivity, we did that. And we met a very special person along the way, and that was your district manager, Letty Azar. And what a blessing Letty was for us, because she's the one that committed to us and said, okay, you can't just come in and adopt a neighborhood. You got to become part of the neighborhood. So you don't know this, but I went to your meetings. I think at the Salvation Army building, if I remember right, your community meetings. I sat there with a hat in the back of the room. I didn't say a word. I listened to what the community wanted, okay? I listened to what you wanted than just coming in here, and the mayor told me to do it. It was his coaching, just said, go out and listen to the community, Jefferson Chalmers. It's an interesting community. It's so diverse. People have been there generations, and we listened. And when this idea that you had came up about rebuilding a community center, I said to Letty, that's what we want to do. Let's put our money there, let's put our mouth there, and see what it is. And then Brad and his team designed this amazing complex here that we just couldn't get over from a drawing, and now I see it for the first time completed, and I am absolutely amazed, and I'm absolutely proud where that money went to give this community something they haven't had in over a decade that you all needed it. So, Council President Sheffield, Johnson, thank you so much for your support in this whole process. We appreciate that. We also appreciate the local community folks that, where's the treehouse lady? Right here. That's right. I've met a lot of people in this neighborhood, right? And I love also by the fact that this building is totally sustainable with its own solar power energy. Totally sustainable. And that's going to be a pattern we're going to do across the city as well, too. So, you know, one other outcome of this was, and the mayor told me this, he says, I know Letty, you love Letty, but you can't hire her. Well, I didn't hire her, did I? She left the city, and then I hired her. So anyway, she now works for me. And she's been a blessing for this community. She loves the community. I love the community. Whenever I come downtown, you'll see me driving through the community. And now I'll be coming here with a smile on my face to come to your community center to enjoy it and see this thing filled up on weekends and nights with cooking classes and weddings and celebrations going on. So we couldn't be prouder, and thank you for having us as part of your neighborhood. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Bud. I've been working with Bud now for 17 years, and I have to say he's a true gentleman, and he's as nice in person as he seems up here, so he's great to work with. And, of course, we all know and love Letty, too. So I've been teasing Letty about maybe we should sign her up for a future wedding here. So, so anyway, I'd like to next introduce our Council President, Mary Sheffield, to the stand, please.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Jefferson Chalmers. It's been a long time coming. I am very aware of the challenges that you all have experienced over the years, and today hopefully is just a stepping stone, a first step to responding to the needs of this community. So congratulations. It is an honor to be here and share in this joy and celebration of this community center. To Councilwoman Johnson, who is my colleague, who is your #1 defender and fan of this community. Let's give it up for Councilmember Johnson. Thank you for allowing me here in your space. Today truly marks a milestone. This is a milestone towards building stronger, more vibrant neighborhoods for the people of our city. This beautiful center is a first step in addressing the needs of recreation in this community, and really is a testament to the power of public public-private partnerships in collaboration in the belief that every Detroiter deserves access to high-quality facilities and programs that enhance their lives. The impact of Roger Penske's generosity cannot be overstated. His unwavering commitment to the betterment of our city and his $5 million contribution has helped transform the dreams of our community into bricks and mortar, creating a refreshing change in this area that has gone more than a decade without recreation. So I would like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of my colleagues on the Detroit City Council who have long advocated for recreation and community spaces in this community, all of our city officials, and the countless community members that are here today who have contributed their time, your ideas, and your efforts to bring this center to life. My hope is that this center will serve as a place of empowerment where individuals can access educational programs, engage in recreational activities, and build lasting connections with one another. Hopefully, it will serve as a sanctuary of growth where the potential of our youth and the wisdom of our elders can be nurtured and celebrated. It will also serve as a catalyst for positive change and strengthen the social fabric of our community. So as we stand here today and celebrate and cut the ribbon, let us remember that this is more than just a building, but is a symbol of our collective determination to invest in the well-being of our community. Again, congratulations to the community. Thank you to Penske, our mayor, and everyone who was a part of bringing this to reality. Congratulations. And now I have the absolute honor of bringing up your District 4 council member, Councilmember Johnson.
Good afternoon, Jefferson Chalmers in District 4. So I knew you all wouldn't disappoint me. I knew you were all going to be here as excited as I am to open up this community center in Jefferson Chalmers. So thank you all so much for being here. It's very exciting to be here. As you all know, this is our first community center in over 15 years in District 4. We certainly could not have done this without the mayor's support, without General Services Department support. And I know my neighbor, Brad Dick, has always been there ensuring that our parks and recreation are available for everyone throughout the city of Detroit, and especially in District 4. And certainly this could not have been done without Penske. So thank you so much, Letty. I know you've been on the ground for ever working just to make sure that this came to fruition. So thank you as a district manager, as my former district manager, and also now as vice president with Penske for your support in bringing this to life. As we stand here, we all see this amazing building, and we've talked about the solar panels on the roof. We have GSI in front in the parking area. And you all, this community knows how important Green Stormwater Infrastructure is to addressing and ensuring that we don't continue to have problems with our combined sewer overflow system. And so that is extremely gratifying to see that here. But we see this amazing space. I know I came to do a walkthrough on Monday, and I said to the team, this space is going to be filled every single day. I already know it. And so seeing everyone here today, I hope you all will come back tomorrow, next week, and the days after. But I also want you all to look forward to what's going to be outside of this facility as well. So Brad talked about being able to have your wedding here, but just being on the waterfront. Can you imagine that? How many other community centers are on the waterfront? Right? This is just a phenomenal community. This is an amazing space. I look forward to being here, hosting meetings here with you all, and enjoying this space and just taking everything into consideration. I know you all will fish nearby, that you will come and enjoy this park, and we will continue to improve this community and the rest of the district with everyone's support. So thank you all. Council President, would you like to join me again? Sure. We have a plaque that we'd like to present to Bud Denker and the Penske Corporation for all of your phenomenal support. Thank you.
And before we do pictures, we also have another award, and this is on behalf of the entire Detroit City Council to the Penske Corporation, a Spirit of Detroit Award. We appreciate the work that you are doing for the dedication and improvement of quality of life for Detroiters, signed by the entire Detroit City Council.
All right, well, that's wonderful. And then the plaque, the silver one there, is as soon as the ceremony is done, we'll be mounting it out here in the foyer as well, too. That's your takeaway with them. So, and Councilmember Johnson and I really are neighbors. I've been for like 20 years or so. So, anyway, I'd like to next introduce our Sustainability Director, Jack Akin Lesotho. Jack?
Good afternoon, everybody. It's good to be here. I started in this role in the spring of this year, and I've had so many welcoming people. And I came and checked this out while it was still under construction, and I was amazed at the work that had been done. So shout out to everybody who'd been working on this project for all these years and had been working through all the work that has to go into putting together a facility like this. So. One thing I really quickly wanted to talk about is the resiliency aspect of this facility. Basically, it's a place where people can go when the power is out. And it's not only when the power is out, it's a place for people to convene, just to be amongst other people. So that's an important aspect of what we're trying to do in the city. We want to do more centers like this, and I think it's important to use this as a model for what we're trying to do all over Detroit with our climate strategy and all the things that we're working on. So I'm going to keep my remarks short, and I'll let Brad come back in, but congratulations to everybody who worked on this project.
All right, now one of the best things is to introduce the community leaders who've played a big role in this. The first I'm going to introduce Tammy Black, as everybody calls her, the Treehouse Lady. But she is the founder of the Manistee Community Treehouse, who has a wealth of experience in the field of solar panel solutions for residents in the Jeff Chom neighborhood. Tammy. I introduced her at the door today and took her around, and she just was smiling the whole time she was here. So it's so good to see you so happy.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you, everyone. I am so excited about this. My Penske family came through. Mayor, thank you. Solar is very important, and this place is very important. I have implemented solar on 25 homes in Jefferson Chalmers, and I want to continue this work, okay? So we're doing a solar training house in the Riverbend community where people will learn how to implement solar, and people with disabilities will learn how to implement solar. So this is very important to us here, to have this space, and I need my own key so I can come in with my cup of coffee when I'm stressed out, and I can sit by the fireplace. Thank you.
Okay, someone's got to get Tammy a key. All right, and the final speaker before we cut the ribbon, and after Frank Bach speaks, someone's going to have folks come up here and attend, and then we'll do the ribbon cutting and officially inaugurate this center. Frank Bach, would you please come up and be our speaker today? Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My wife, Peggy, our daughter, Una, our sons, Andre and Louis, and our extended family have enjoyed this park constantly since we bought a house 1 block from here 44 years ago. In this park, I learned that recreation is essential to physical health and to mental health. It's been a privilege to celebrate history unfolding here, to see it and breathe it as it happens. We are at the spot where disputes over control of this land led to what was called the Fox Creek Massacre in 1712. Those combats involved the sacrifices of Native Americans that had taken care of these places for centuries the nations of the Potawatomi, the Huron, and the Meskwaki, which was known as the Fox. 10 years ago, our city was in the midst of a bankruptcy caused by economic struggles that plagued our entire region for several decades. Thanks to the sacrifices of city staff and city retirees, we came out of that bankruptcy with the resources to take care of our parks, to rescue them from the blight that they had fallen into over those many long decades. Starting in 2020, neighbors attended meetings every month for over a year, led by city staff, to plan improvements to this entire park and its community building. I want to give special thanks to the brilliant people who led the way in those meetings. Ariana Zanetti, Jeff Klein, and Maria Galarraza of our city's General Service Department. Lou Sanafu and Jefferson East help with community engagement. Megan Martin Campbell and the staff at Inform Studios produce such beautiful designs. This building is only a start because we have so much recreation to do in these great places along the river. Thanks, everyone.
So at your time, ready to cut the ribbon. So I believe Council President, Councilmember Johnson, and Mayor, Bud, even Tammy, there she is. Frank, you should be up here. I don't know if we had any kids here in dance, but the kids are all there. So let's get up here, and anybody else, if you have a hand here,